So my goats are always drinking off of the chicken nipples for their waterer. So in this video, we're going to build a waterer, especially for the goats with a bigger nipple using a pig nipple. Clean water, no nasty buckets. Hey guys, today we're going to make a waterer for our goats. Just like our chickens. If you haven't seen my other videos, I will link it in the description. But these are the nipples that we use for the chickens. And this is the nipple we'll be using for the goats. It's marketed as a pig waterer because it's a lot bigger. It's all steel and it has the little lever here that which releases the water down into it. Now, my goats drink out of the chicken waterer, so they do like the nipple already. They will drink out of a bucket too, but of course the bucket means that I have to dump the water and clean it, which leads to wasted water. So I'm going to put these nipples on this 50-gallon barrel and set it out there. I may go back and add some chicken nipples at the bottom of this one so that the chickens can drink off of it too at some point. Or maybe I'll do that now. I'm not sure. But I had already drilled holes. So I had already drilled holes into this barrel because my thought was that I was just going to go straight with the nipples into the spot. But after looking at it, I thought that's going to lead to leaks at some point. So instead, I had to go to the store and purchase. Hey, let me get this up here. Get up here. I purchased these. They're called flush bushings. PVC, white, and what I'm going to do instead is take the bushing into the barrel and the nipple into the bushing. That way I have a tight seal up against the barrel and a little something else for leverage when the goats are knocking up against this. I think that'll be much less likely to leak than these will. So now I have to enlarge this hole just a little. So I bought a hole saw bit for that. We're going to see if it's going to work. Because I don't want these holes to be too big and I don't want to mess them up. So, make sure you can see. Okay. Now I was already using this barrel, but it was hooked up to a drip sink for them. But when I saw how much the goats like drinking from the chicken water, I decided to change that over. I'm of course going to leave my spout because with this filled up with water and it's out there, if I need water to do anything else, I can always just use the water right from this barrel and the other barrel. These holes are about, I don't know, that might be 5 or 6 inches from the bottom. That allows any sediment to drop down, which there shouldn't be any sediment, because I'm not filling this one with rainwater unless I get a bunch of rainwater. But either way it goes, it's all the way down so that we don't waste water. The only water that will always be in there will be the water from here on down. Now I'm going to treat this water either with oregano oil, apple cider vinegar, a little bleach, whichever one I choose. And then that normally keeps the algae down out of the water. They actually go through it pretty good. I drilled the holes off camera because the noise was too loud to keep in the video. And now I am just cleaning out the holes using some sandpaper. I'll get inside of the hole on the sides of the hole to make sure I get rid of all of those little burrs. What I want to do is use my This bottle is old, so I'm just going to cut it open and just use my fingers because I don't have time to get it unstuck. I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to get some of this around just the beginning part of the threads because the rest of this will be in the barrel. So it doesn't make any sense to put. So we're going to rub a little bit around the outside just so it gets the seal of the bushing up against the barrel. Next, I'm going to hand tighten and then I'm going to use the plier things to screw it all the way into the barrel. Next, we're going to wrap the threads of the nipples with some Teflon tape. we're gonna wrap these threads 1, 2, 3 times. And then I'm simply going to screw these in to the bushings. It's gonna take me a minute to get them started. There we go. And all I have to do is make sure that this is facing down when I'm done. And then I'm gonna get this in just to all of the threads. Just, you know what? This is already full of stuff. Might as well hold it with that. This is what we were going for, is for this to be this way. When they hit it, water's gonna come out of it. I'm gonna do the rest of these, come back to you when I'm done. All right. That's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna let this sit. The Gorilla Glue says 30 minutes. So I don't need it today. It's gonna sit all the way until tomorrow. So I know it's gonna be fully cured. And then I'll come back and show you once it's filled up. Okay, so I got 10 gallons in here, which is just enough to cover the little pieces. So now the question is, are they going to eat off of here, drink off of here? So we're gonna hit the bings and make sure that they work. And at the same time, we're showing them what these are. So now they can see that this is water, and all we need them to do is to actually try it. Look, honey, here we go. Look at that. They're not gonna touch it while I'm out here. So we just gonna give them some time to figure it out on their own. Maybe if we back up and leave them be. Now they wanna play. Maybe they just don't want any water, but we'll see if they figure it out on their own. He got it. He's learned how to drink off of the pig nipple. And I can still hook the sink up also so that water can drip down into the sink and they can get it from the nipple. But as you can see, we got one goat over here drinking. He done figured out how to get the water out of the nipple. And all we need is one. Once one got it, everybody else will figure it out. Hey buddy, you got it? Get you some more water. Well, there you go. Pig nipples on the water barrel for goats. Give you a nice clean drinking area for them. Hey, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment. It helps with the algorithm. Bye-bye for now.